What is going on, guys and girls? Kadenkay here, back at your service, and today you guys smashed it on my last tutorial video on Reaper. So today I'm gonna be bringing you guys another video on Genji, on how to use the most awesome character in Overwatch, in my opinion. So if you guys want to become the ultimate ninja on the battlefield of Overwatch, let Master Kaden show you his ways. In
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My ultimate is ready.
Play of the game.
So after that awesome clip, first we're gonna be talking about Genji's passive ability, which is cyber agility. Now this speaks for itself. Genji is one of the most agile character in Overwatch, and he is absolutely phenomenal when it comes to movement. He can wall run, as in climb up walls, and dash forward as quick as possible. So he's very quick in that aspect of movement. Moving on to his weapons, he has the shuriken. You guys know shuriken. For ninja, you always need shurikens. The shuriken is his main primary weapon for Genji. He can shoot 3 shurikens at a time going forward, and you have to predict those shots because the shurikens have travel time, and you have to predict where the enemy is going to be when using the shurikens, because Genji is actually kind of, if you're starting off playing Overwatch as a new player, Genji is quite a hard player to use at first, but as you get the hang of it and predicting those shots, he can fire a shot every second, a shuriken every second, and if you get the hang of it, you can be absolutely beast with using the shuriken primary weapon when you're on the battlefield. Each shuriken takes about 25 damage per shot. It takes down 25 health when you shoot it at the enemy, so you want to have those shots on point when using the shuriken. Also, he has the Fang of Blades. Fang of Blades is only useful when the enemy is very close up. He actually dashes 3 out horizontally, not going forward like the shuriken does. Fang of Blades, the most effective way to use Fang of Blades is actually when the enemy is right up in your face. You can just dash those shurikens using Fang of Blades towards that enemy. It's also useful for large groups of enemies. When you have multiple enemies in front of you, you can prioritize each enemy using Fang of Blades, and it can connect to all enemies. But as I said, you have to connect your shot when using the shuriken ability. Now, one of the most powerful abilities Genji has is deflection. Deflection is, I'll say, hands down the best ability probably there is in Overwatch, because he can like almost everything in Overwatch, from supers, Hanzos, dragon strike, you name it. Bullets he can deflect, and the only thing he cannot deflect is lasers from like Zarya or Winston or Symmetria. He cannot deflect those type of abilities coming from those guys. But Genji's deflection is sort of a prediction thing, so you gotta predict when the enemy is about to fire at you, and if they do, it is very useful against Bastion. So you have to predict and counter the enemy using deflection. So deflection is an awesome ability for Genji. Now, Swift Strike can be used in many ways, one of which is to get to higher vantage points, which I use a lot, and also it can be used to get away from the enemy if you're low on health, and it does 50 damage towards the enemy. So if you're using the shuriken ability and Fang of Blades and the enemy is right about to die, you can just Swift Strike and the enemy is toast. So Swift Strike is a very useful ability. You can use it for various things when using Genji. Now, Dragon Blade is absolutely amazing. You have to use it in the right situation, like what I showed you in my play of the game at the beginning of the game. Dragon Blade is absolutely amazing. He does about 125 damage per swing, which means when you're up against those heavy tanks like Roadhog or Reinhardt or even Zarya, you have to get those health down a bit, and it lasts about 8 seconds. So you get about roughly 8 swings with the Dragon Strike. So Dragon Strike, you have to use it in the correct situations like what I showed you in that clip for play of the game. So tell me what you guys think about this video. Leave a comment below what character you like me to do next. And you guys have been awesome on the channel. And like, comment, and subscribe. And
Genji is with you.
Play of the game.